late last week, the Prime Minister, the Most Honourable Andrew Holness, gave instructions for the removal of tint from public passenger motor vehicles. This is not new. It is in keeping with the provisions of Regulation 15B of the Transport Authority regulations. In other words, all that is being done is to enforce the provision of the law that exists in this regard. The objective is twofold. Firstly, to enhance public safety, and secondly, to increase the security of our citizens.
We're starting first and foremost with these motor cars, the coaster buses, and the Toyota Hiace, and so it will be a general thing across the free. I have been privileged to sit in the meeting chaired by our Honourable Prime Minister, and I heard the clear expressions as it relates to, that sort of a fair play right across the spectrum.
And I can tell you, sir, that in discussions I've had with the Managing Director of JUTC recently, Paul Abrams, he has made it clear that we can expect full compliance by JUTC.
As at now, if the grade tint that is there is not of the required standard, a 12-month period is being allowed for the owner, operator to correct and to become legitimate. For motor cars, no tint will be allowed on the back windscreen of the motor vehicle. No tint will be allowed on the two front doors, that is the driver's door or glass, and that of the passenger. No tint will be allowed on the windscreen of the motor car, except for that 6-inch visor from the top. From the rear glass, that is the two back doors, a 70% inward view will be allowed. In other words, a 30% grade of tinting will be allowed in that regard. For coaster buses or the Toyota Hiace, the following will go. No tint will be allowed on the back glass, nor the two immediate glass at the side of the vehicle. Therefore, there will be clear view, or there ought to be clear view, on the back seat of those public passenger vehicles. We are all aware of some of the hanky-panky that takes place in those vehicles. For the glass that is on the side, on either side of the vehicle, coming up to where the driver sits, a 70% inward view will be allowed. For the driver's door, that glass, no tint. Neither will there be any tint for the passenger that sits across from where the driver sits. The door where the conductor operates from, no tint. For the windscreen of the coaster, a 9-inch visor will be allowed, and that is from the top. For the Toyota Hiace, the 15-seaters, it is a similar requirement. The only difference is that the windscreen, instead of 9 inches, it will be 6 inches that will be allowed. Those are the stipulations with regards to the tinting of public passenger vehicles. Now, there are vehicles that comes into the island with what is known as a factory tint. That is something that is built into the glass itself. Where any of those vehicles are being utilized as a public passenger vehicle, they will go through certain testing by the Island Traffic Authority. If the grade tint that is there as part of it being manufactured is of the required standard, that will be accepted.
So it's not just a transport authority, it's not just the police. You will be denied fitness certificate. It is coming. And the instructions are already going out to all depots across the island. You will not get a fitness certificate with those if you're in breach of the
tinting requirements.
So and those will become automatic. Don't think it's just them alone. And those who are in breach in terms of the front windscreen in particular, we're going to take your plates off. We're going to be very aggressive in doing our job. So it is a joint up approach, and you will see us and you'll feel it, and it will be sustained.
Art of War, we're there with you on next Thursday, the first Thursday in March. So you know, say the year I go fast and quick, but I get you where you want to get you. You understand? Because time wait for no one. So we're listening at the background to a sister named Alicia. Yes, Alicia. And before that, we hear Courtney John. Brand new music them. Courtney John. I don't know which part him there, but apparently him down there at Jamaica, but him always make music. This one is a Rory production. Why you love Rory, you know? Yeah, this is the Stepping Razor. You know, there is a concern that years ago we mentioned it, but apparently it continue, and given what go on now with the passing them and the little picnic them and the disappearance of our little children, we want to remind Jamaica, you know, that there is a thing going on in the uptown high school them where young students, female students, is picked up by their lover. Young students is picked up by their lovers, and is not male lovers, is female lovers. We are talking about young female students. When school finished, you see certain car driving at the school them. The uptown school them attack, certain car driving, Mercedes, Benz and SUV and them thing there. And them coming for them little plaything. Now, a whole heap of one knows that is going on, you know. A whole heap of one know, you didn't know that I go on, Neil? Or see it there? At all. It's a big thing I go on, you know. Big thing. So meanwhile, we are turned over this, so we have to check out, say, the little school girl them have, and we are talking about executive women too, you know. We're not talking about the little ghetto girl where I drive Mercedes Benz, you know. We are talking about women who married, women who have big business interests, dress up in a them suit, and them attach a case and gone in a them place where them spend 9 to 5. But when them take them break, them take it anytime, and them go pick up them girlfriend. These women go pick up them girlfriend at these high school. And apparently, when these little girls go in at these car, other people come for them. When them jump in at the car, them parents come for them. But it's not them parents. I want to warn the mothers. The mothers. Mothers must take a keen interest. A keen interest. Because we know a lot of mothers don't have no time for go for them children. And when school done and the picnic say them gone go take bus, is uptown them gone. Uptown. When we say uptown, I talk about uptown. Them gone uptown. And then they are dropped off. Maybe sometime them drop them off down the road from them yard, or them drop them off near to the bus where them supposed to take. It's not to talk about, you know. It's not a joke thing. And we have to really check it out. We have to really check out, say, meanwhile, we did look on the abuse of our young girls by these big bossy tone man them. We have to check say our young girls is preyed upon by certain women in executive positions in Jamaica who consistently, because them have them Benz and them live up at the big garden them and the hill them have opportunity. Sometimes you see your picnic with money, you have to check out where your picnic get them money from, And certain iPhone. And say you don't have no money to buy iPhone for your picnic. People come home with iPhone. And when them go out, them in a certain kind of clothes. And them have money, can't go buy this and buy that for themselves. And you now give them it. Apart from some of them are big man. I mind them. But you have some big woman I mind them too. Only people don't like you when I talk these things, but it's true. And you know, it's true me attack too. When I dry it out and no hot like no magician. It's true. Cash flow say him know say it's true me attack. Yes, the cash flow no. I mean I call the school them name, even though I know some of the school them, I know the school them, but I uptown the school them there, and downtown. The women them who you see have certain SUVs and Mercedes Benz driving into school when school over, and you pick the suppose that, and them come home, come tell you say, say the bus is too full, and I couldn't catch a bus, so I have to wait long for the next bus. Uptown them gone with their woman friend, and them woman friend do as that thing with them and then let them off and give them some money. Watch it, Jamaica, we gone away. Believe you me, we gone away. Serious thing. Chesedek coming to say them want to crucify him because him black. So we don't stop Black History Month and none of them program every month. So entire year we're going at certain things. It's because we're conscious of where we really want to bring cross to the people them as it relates to them African-centered perspective and them Africanness, no matter which one of the program them. So I don't know, we're going to really take a little break and go into the news and the sport and come forward. I remind you that we're going to link up with the sports we are going, Digicel Grand Prix, right? All right, and we want to link up with the boat again, Keshima. Them are going like them have fun more than people, last time I hear them, I wait for Barry man come on the stage, but yes, we're going to link up with them on the Love and Arm and the cruise, spearheaded by Barry Aman. This is the Stepping Razor, the art of war. This is the Stepping Razor, the art of war. As we say, we're going to join the Love and Arm and the cruise on its way to Miami, where it starts. And we are also going to have some report coming from the Digicel Grand Prix. Wayne Brown is on the location, so we are going to wait for that. Meanwhile, in between time, this is the Stepping Razor. We see where Scotia Bank, I don't know if them thing are real thing though, I don't know if it's real. But Scotia charged $385 fee for change $5,000 note. How where them people are come from, man? I see when the bank I tell you, say, if you have a change check, you have to give them $200 out of the check for change the check. And the amount of interest rate where them are give upon your money is nothing compared to the amount of interest where them are charged for people for borrow the money, Now this article, is really something that customers have society. All right, I get tongue twisted there. Customers have Scotia Bank Jamaica are now required to pay a fee of $385 to change a $5,000 note into smaller denominations. That right? Some can write. I mean, with the Minister of Finance and all them people there, because I understand. The government, I don't like you give them a money where it's not a legal tender. You give them $5,000, not a check you give them. Because it sound worse than the check thing. You have a $5,000 bill and you carry it for your bank, go change it, and them draw $385 that something can go so? I don't know if something can go so. Something all right. Last month, customers of the institution filed complaints with the Observer online after visiting the bank downtown Kingston branch with hope of exchanging the $5,000. Suppose you have $5,000 bill. Because you have some of them ATM machine and pay $5,000 bill and come out of it. No, with hopes of exchanging the 5,000 note for smaller denomination. But we're told by the teller that they had to pay a fee for the service. This can't right. This can't right. There's no way this can't right, Rasta. This can't right. This can't be something legitimate. I want the government know about that. Currently, Scotiabank charges a minimum fee of $385 for the exchange of coins for paper notes, along with the encashment of checks. So you have to pay $385 for exchange of coins for paper. That means if you have Jamaican coin, you have to pay $385. Let's suppose you have $400 coin. How are going? Suppose you have $400 coin for get paper money. Say you want for $100 bill. How much you will get back? $15. No, the people are joke, Rasta. All the teeth, man. The people are worse than Jamaica Public Service. No, this is a madness. I want the government know these things. It's a wrong thing the kids in the Observer print. I want it was a wrong print. I can't see it. $385 for change kind to paper money, and $385 if you give them a $5,000 bill to get smaller notes. So no, this is crazy. So tell me something now. If you have $400 coin, what you do in a situation like that? If you have a $400 coin, $400 worth of coin, and you carry it going there. Suppose you have $400 worth of $10 bill, $10 coin, or $5 coin, if you have $400 worth. Then we're going to draw $300. And you realize if you draw $385 out of $5,000, a $4,000 a little bit to get back. How we are going? Last December, the bank quickly backtracked on a 1,000% fee hike for non-customers wishing to encash checks with the institution following public outcry. Well, we need to outcry about this. We need $1,000% fee for non-customers. You know, some of the giants Scotiabank. I really and truly, this is not very heartwarming for read these things, for tell the people them say, a bank actually a charge you $385 for change of $5. Then you can't just go to a man have a $500 bill. Because I'm going to tell you, say, yeah, $400, you know, because if you go to the bank, they're going to charge you $385, me and no bank. You understand? So me I charge you, me want to charge you. So you can't get away. You have a $5,000 bill now, you have to go just eat that. If you want to buy it in a supermarket, you just imagine say the things that you have to buy and just eat the $500, $5,000 bill. And you know the weirdest thing about it, me I tell you, when you go at the ATM machine now, you know, it's like a pure $5,000 bill that come out of the thing, you know. And you can't go for the man bus. And now they're going to take it for bus. Yeah, they're going to take $5,000 bill for bus now because they realize that they can't take. Just like the bank. You see, I them think they breed corruption in the society, you know. It starts from the top and trickle down. Because if you go at the bank with a legal tender, which is a $5,000 bill, and a man will tell you, say, when you don't change it to them, you'll get $4,000 and $15 change. A joke business. And And if you carry some kind game, he will take $285 to give you back some paper money. That means if you carry $100 kind, him not change it. I don't understand them thing there. I don't know if the government is in cahoots with this bank, because they make billions of dollars profit, you know. Billions of dollars profit they make. Now, I'm not about a year, no, I'm not about in 3 months. The amount of money where they make in 3 months. I mean, no young, no business, no mind it, you know, because you can't just give them the $5,000 bill, them and just $285 out of each $5,000 bill. I said, go. They're supposed to give them $50,000, supposed to give them $5,000 bill. At $3,850, I'm going to take out of your. No, I mean, I think fool hour. Bilado says, can somebody call me and explain this to me? Suppose you give them $5,000 bill. Forget smaller denomination, like you want some $1,000 bill. You're going to give them $5,000 bill, which is $50,000. And you say you want $50,000, $1,000 bill. What that mean for you as the customer now? But them treat Jamaican people rough, though. Really and truly, them treat Jamaican people rough, Rasta. That shouldn't be allowed. Especially the climate where we live in now, when people can hardly get money. That shouldn't be allowed, Rasta. Joke business. Real joke business. Anyway, we hope say somebody out there and listen to it, we can make a difference to the whole situation and really figure out exactly what is happening. And this specifically mentioned Scotiabank is doing this thing. It's extortion. Extortion, you call it. The bank is extorting people money. And it's a long time nobody don't rob no bank in Jamaica. So them not losing nothing. Them not losing no money. It's not like JPS where Ivan come and mash down the place and then for all 5-6 years you pay for the destruction of where the light post them where Ivan destroy. Them tell you say you have to go pay a fee. And for a couple of years, well, when you get your bill, you see it mark Ivan. You say, wait. A motor me there by the Ivan. Why me a pay for Ivan? Well, no, sir. It's terrible. It's terrible, really terrible. Scotiabank, Jamaica. Scotiabank. Remember that? $385 to change a $5,000 note if you want smaller denominations, and $385 if you have many kinds and you want some notes fees. So please don't go to Scotiabank with no $400 kind and say you want to change. You want $100 bill. You're going to go get back $15. That terrible thing. Click it. Yes, the Sporting Choice IRFM now bring you a report from the Digicel Grand Prix series at the UCN Board Track UWI. It's brought to you courtesy of Digicel, from grassroots to greatness. Wayne Brown, how you do? Wayne.
Mr. Mosa, hearing you loud and clear.
All right, sir.
Listen. Welcome to our listeners back to the UCN Board Track at the University of Western Bay. We are having the good 17 students in the corporate area development group, and this week is actually the third event of the 5 youth Digicel Grand Prix series. Now, the event was on the way this morning. This action will be 1,500 meters in front.
Wayne.
Let's move on.
You know, come through clear like you know. Too much mumbling and jumbling.
Muta?
Yeah, you know, really come too clear.
Alright,
you're clear then now.
I'm clear right now.
Yeah.
Alright, let me go ahead then.
Yeah.
Digicel Grand Prix
All right, wait. You have to go call back because there's somebody talking behind you louder than you. It sounds like the public address system. It sounds louder than you.
All right, I'll call back in a short time.
Yeah, call back shortly. All right. Yes, we just want to make a good connection here. This is the sporting thing we are going, like the Digicel Grand Prix, and it's happening right up there at Usain Bolt Track University at the West Indies. Big things. Yes. Okay, so we could try again to say if we're there, the outside broadcast. We still are trying, we are waiting for it to come through and move that loudspeaker from behind him there, but we don't know what is possible. So, we could continue the journey and see what is taking place musically. Because you know, music is really the heartbeat of RFM, and this is really what carry the radio station. Now, I think last week where, well, you know, we passed this way before where the vehicle them, public transport have on steel glass and it's going for loud music. So I tell you, say, the other day I pass a coaster bus and I see it was a nightclub. I tell you, man, they have light underneath the bus, fully a different color light, and the music right at a gas station to in a Golden Spring there, you know. The music are built out the whole of the square, you know, Rasta. I say, no, them people are not easy. But I see where the police them start again for tear off the midnight tint off for the public transport them. Don't SSP Louis did done to that already. Or we reach us again. But not only that now. I want to know. All right, make we go to Wayne and come forward and see where I go on it. So, yes, Wayne.
Yes, Muta. Back again. You're hearing me loud and clear this time. Yes, Muta, are you hearing me? Hello, Muta.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, cool. I'll go right ahead then. So, we're back at the Usain Bolt track at the University of the West Indies for the Corporate Area Development Meet. And so far, we have 12 records being broken on the day. And it's important to know that of the records that were broken, there's a clear distinction because we have meet records and we have the championship records. The championship records, they fall under the banner of the Digicel Grand Prix. And these events are the 100, 200, 400, 800, long jump, high jump, discus, and 4x400 meter relays. And the athletes who break records in these events, they will earn for themselves points to qualify for the Grand Prix final. But they'll also get a scholarship of $25,000. And the athletes who break national records will get $50,000. In terms of point standings, after 10 finals, 130 points, followed by Calabar on 67. Jamaica College is third on 64, with Wilmer's fourth on 43, and Excelsior 21. And over in the girls, after 11 events scored, Excelsior leads the way with 89 points. Camperdown are second on 84, with the Queen's School third on 64. Closing out the top five are St. Andrew High, 31.5 points, and Immaculate, 30.5. And now we take a break now just to speak to Andre Roper. He's the brand manager of Restaurants of Jamaica, and we'll be turning to him right now. And welcome to the microphones of RFM.
Glad to be here on RFM. Glad to be here at the Digicel Grand Prix meet.
All right, okay. So tell us about your company's involvement in track and field at the youth level.
Well, KFC has long been committed to youth sports. Most Jamaicans would be familiar with our commitment for the last 30 years or so with local youth basketball and the ISA level. But we have moved on, and we're still committed. Also expanded our reach into schoolboy football. We have been involved with the Super Cup over the last couple of years, and we see how that competition has taken off. And of course, track and field, and committed to grassroots to greatness. Very, very appropriate mantra. We're committed to him to continue to develop youth in all sports. And it's important for us because we see that these are our future Olympians here today. No pun intended, but our athletes are a big deal. Yeah, our youngsters are a big deal. Our future Olympians are a big deal. And so it's a privilege for us and fitting for us to align the KFC Big Deal brand with local athletics, with youth athletics, and in particular with the Digicel Grand Prix, because it's the journey towards champs. Everybody is excited. Everybody sees all the talent that's on display. And so it's one way for us to give back, but it's just, one of the ways in which we can play our part in helping to develop all the young talent, the talent which spreads far and across Jamaica.
Think about the series itself.
Excellent initiative, superb initiative. It really gets you excited and geared up for champs. It gives schools all across the country a chance to show their talent in a way in which they may not have been able to do so before. You're talking about radio coverage, you're talking about TV coverage, online coverage, and you're talking about the opportunity giving athletes a chance to win scholarships for their schools and win all these different type of prizes. I tell you, when initiatives like this come along, we are glad to play our part and get on board, because you're giving the kids an opportunity to really showcase their talent and really earn some tangible rewards for their schools. I love the talent I'm seeing on display, but I really have to say hats off to Digicel and hats off to all the other sponsors who have come on board to help me this reality, because we wouldn't get a chance to see a lot of these schools and a lot of these kids on the platform that we have now, and it's really an outstanding.
And finally, on a more personal note, you want to talk about your school?
well, I'm an alumni of Champion College. May not have the storied track and field tradition as some of the other more, the schools that have done well over the years, but still love Champion College. Will always back Champion College. But I love how KC has looked. I know that Calabar, they rested some of their key athletes that Gibbs relays the other day, so I know they're going to come good. But yeah, I love this track season so far. I love how St. Mary looked on Monday and Tuesday. So looking forward to a great season. Glad to be on board. It's going to be fireworks for the remaining meets. The finals at GC Foster College, that is going to be fireworks. Looking forward to that. And of course, when we culminate at champs, it doesn't get any better. I'm just glad to see it's getting better and better every year. That sponsor is rewarding for us. As I said, track and field, local youth track and field, it's big deal business for us as sponsors and as fans. Believe me, can't get any better.
Well, thank you very much. And that was Andre Roper, brand manager of Restaurants of Jamaica of Champion College, one of the CCs.
One of the
CCs. Okay. Well, in terms of records being broken on the day for the championship itself, we have Kemar Ferguson of Calabar. He won the boys class to 800 meters in a stunning time of 1 minute 52.88 seconds. And that not only shattered the meet record, but it's also a championship record. And over in the boys class 3 event, we have Jovan Henry of Kingston College running in Heat 2. He won in a new record of 2 minutes 05.57 seconds. In class 1 of the girls 800 meters, Kelly Andona of St. Andrew High set a new mark after running 2 minutes 1.779 seconds to win Heat 1, while Shante Chamberlain of Mavis Bank, she broke the meters event in a time of 2 minutes 1.97 seconds. We have lots more, but I'll tell you more in my next report in just about maybe an hour's time. So for the second time here at the Usain Bolt track at the University of the West Indies, Musa is back over to you live in studio.
Yes, sir. We're also going to connect with you again soon. 4:20. We're going to connect with you again.
Yes.
All right. Blessed man. Give thanks.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah, that was a live report from the Digicel Grand Prix at the Usain Bolt track UWI. It comes to you courtesy of Digicel. From grassroots to greatness. Yes, we love here a track name for one of our greats. We need to change up some of them streets name there. Maybe we need to change the name of the parish them too. Yes, because I asked somebody that day who name St. Anne and them can. I asked some student if they St. James and them couldn't tell me so. And them will go through. Not that it make any difference to them life still, but it is good to know some things. Yeah, so many that talked before the report about the tint where we passed this way before, where there was a effort to remove the tint them from off of public transport. Now we see it come again. I think was when SSP Lewis is there about 5 years ago. I since stepping away that I go on him there about 3 years ago. Him there I do the same thing. and them have remove license plate that you can take out the tint off of your glass. But me really have a question for ask the police, and you know, me not have a talk about it till me get him on the line, because me not really want to set things out of place. Because me as a man in time, me not get the real attack things. And then you hear say, boy, Muta, you can talk things in Rasta. You understand? So we are going to wait till we get him, and then we really figure out what the hell is happening when as it relates to this removal of tint from the public transportation. We see a news thing pop up where them are going to now investigate. No, this is the government people. Them are going go to them live and find out really and truly music can be made in the prisons because of what taking place transpire with Lisa and our statement them. 2 weeks ago, when it did pop up, you know, I did tell you, say, I go in a prison and them have a radio station in a GP and them have a studio in a GP, a radio station and studio. Given that the radio station is not like you can stay here so and hear it, it is about helping the prisoners them to really know and get some knowledge of transmission, and you know, it's a part of the rehabilitation. The music part is really questionable as it relates to people who depend, what we call it now, murder charge, and it's supposed to be really appealing them charge to find out what is the implication. And I remember saying also that when a Jackie biggest songs them come out of the prison, and I think it was written by a police too. But I really want to find out something from the people them who do this youth award something. Where them say them go and ask youth on the street. Them say 5 awards Vibes Cartel get. That's what them say. 5 award. You know the 5 award them? Best one. You don't know. I don't really like find out. If you go up on the road and ask, and the youth them say Vibes Cartel, you can't do nothing about it still. But I don't like no, apart from best song, which I don't even know the song up to now, where them I say, and I say, Nesbeth very arrogantly, I say, him come to collect him award, like him give him award to put out, you never see him. Yeah, man, him can jump up, but I say, him come to collect him award, and to me, I would have done have a little thing on this program already about the song them. Where the one where Christopher Martin sing when do the Kentucky, we did have a little thing with Big Deal, it and the next tune. And the people them actually choose the Nesbeth tune. Now, my contention with that award is that it's a youth. But really and truly, I don't see no youth perform on the show. But I think they would have called on xylophone or one of them little youth there for come sing for the shows. I don't see no little teenager youth, little youth. I perform for the show, and them say it's a youth thing. So, it get them to try to get me out tight. Because me not go because me have to choose a youth thing that, you know. But then when me look at the people them and them whole heap of fashion, this and them fashion that we are going, them I say about it. And them big Boston town people, them I call youth, trust that. Them man I call youth, and them woman wear weird clothes where look like go-go thing. I mean, a youth fashion that. Well, a youth fashion that. But when you go up on the road and ask the youth them the best song and the youth them tell you the song, you can't do nothing about it, you know. But what is the problem with it? The problem with it now is that these songs that we hear Vibes Cartel with, That is the question, you know, how them get met. And isn't the government kind of really late when them know I got to check for them lie, if you see? So it means that the government no know what is the criteria laid down in prison for songs made by artists and come out there and become number one and become like get an award and all these things. And I would like find out what else him win. Apart is 5 them say, 5 award. I really want to find out the 5 award where him win from prison. Best performance, I don't know how that will work. Because I'm in a prison, so him couldn't have the best performance. Best dressed, I don't know. Knowing if him could have well dressed up in a prison too. But I really want to know. I really want to find out. So I have to go find out from somebody inside the RFM. I have to tell the 5 award them that Vibes Cartel get being in prison. Because all I hear is the song where them say best song and them win it over Nesbeth. And Nesbeth, I tell you the truth, brethren. Me love your tune, you know. And me think are the best tune for last year, even though it make the year before. Me love your tune and me think are the best tune, but guess what? You kind of show a little arrogance when you jump up in the prison and say you come for collect your award like you give people award for put on. Nesbeth, you never give nobody an award for put on, so you can't go in an award and say you come for your award. You understand? Me see you on TV at all, you come for your award. Anyway, we're going to cut short this and we're talk to we're going to talk to the person responsible for all right. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, this is Mutabaruka. I know you know it's Mutabaruka still, but
indeed, I know it is you, sir.
you have a brethren.
And I am. Hello?
You know some of your brethren, don't it?
Long time, sir.
All right. You were trying to figure out just now.
Yes, sir.
We passed this way before with this.
Pardon me?
We say we have passed this way before with this tinting and taking up tint off a car and all these things. How long, as the man in charge, how long you think this tinting thing will last? Because we know SS Lewis did done do it already, and then now we see it come back again as a problem again. We really want to find out if this is like a little wonder we are going nowhere. We don't really do have nothing to do. So we decide, say, you know something, make we deal with the tint business again. Is this an ongoing thing where it happen, or you going to make sure, say, the glass them not tinted, or it's just something you do, then 1 year down the line we see the tint and the music business coming out of the bus again?
And it is, and I love your question, Sir Muta. And it is something that will definitely be ongoing. I just want to say clearly that public safety and our citizens' security remains at top of our agenda and focus. And as such, we are quite aware of the many women and children and taxi operators too that have been negatively affected by crime and violence. And so the whole aspect of what had started before and stopped. I wouldn't say that it had stopped, but then the announcement by the Honorable Prime Minister definitely has put greater focus and impetus in this arena. And I am standing here now in the JCF and saying publicly that these are initiatives that we are prepared to continue to give the necessary focus that we are giving. Right off the bat, I want to commend a number of our public passenger operators that have, in a voluntary way, removed the tint from their vehicles in order to treat with the compliance and that has been announced. We are aware, however, as we are already seeing, that there are many who will only comply through enforcement. And so the efforts of the JCF, along with the Transport Authority and the Highland Traffic Authority, is to continue what we have been doing in this regard. So it is something that will be continuing, Sir Baruka.
All right. All right. One of the questions I read in the newspaper last week where it's not only the public transport is targeted, but private vehicles too?
Yes, but right now we are giving greater focus to the public passenger vehicles. So that is where the greater focus is right now.
But somebody vehicle, them take off the tint off our private vehicle, and it's very concerning.
And that is quite legal.
It's legal?
Quite legal, nothing illegal, but I'm just saying that the greater focus now is on the public passenger vehicles.
All right,
and it is from the perspective of ensuring that as our citizens commute, they can do so with less fear and greater security, because there are a number of persons out there purporting to be legitimate operators.
Yeah.
And so we want for our people to realize that what we are doing on the roadways is to, as best as possible, create that atmosphere of safety. That as our people commute, they can feel safer.
All right, but Mr. Allen, but here's the point I'm trying to make you know, you see? Because you have fear come now over the society. When you're looking at the newspaper and say, them take off the man license plate because it is not a public transportation. But you say you're not targeting private vehicles. No,
I wasn't targeting. I'm saying that the greater focus is on public passenger vehicles.
But you will target private vehicles too.
Then let me say something here, Sir. You have persons out there, and if you have been looking at the news, you would have seen where persons out there who would have tinted the entire windscreen and even their mirrors. Right?
Yes.
So as a means of safety.
Yes, definitely.
Even as you operate your vehicle.
Yes.
You know,
because you know the nowadays car them come down with tint glass.
Yes, and the nowadays car that comes down with tint comes down with what is known as a factory tint, which is something that is ingrained into the glass.
Yes.
And they are not there, and those are standard motor vehicles that are built, whether in the US or otherwise.
Yes.
And so those are things that you are able to have inward view of.
Yes.
Right? What the government has done is to lend some discretion that a person who owns such a vehicle and intends to keep it within the public transportation sector, they have gotten a year to treat with that vehicle if it is that it has not met the required standard to be so operated.
All right, so what is the standard that is necessary?
So the standard that is necessary, for example, a motor car. A motor car must have no tint at the back glass or the front windscreen, except for on the front windscreen, that 6-inch visor from the top.
Okay.
The two front doors, that is the driver door, and the other front door for the passenger, no tint.
Oh, I mean, like the politician them car, we have the tint right round.
Motor.
Yes, sir.
Let me finish this point now.
Oh, yeah, no, because I tried to the two glass, some of the tint, that is the driver's side.
All right, and the two back glass. The two back glass.
Yes.
It must have a 70% inward view.
Okay.
That it is for the motor car. Remember now that we are talking about a public passenger vehicle.
Yeah, but I am talking about a private transport.
But let us do it one at a time now.
Okay.
Yes, but when the producer called me, they did say that they want to find out about what is happening in the public transportation sector.
Okay.
Based on these announcements.
Yes.
And so I'm just reiterating the whole aspect of what are the standards going forward.
Yes.
So that is the car.
Okay.
As it relates to coaster buses and the Toyota Hiace. You are with me, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm here, man. I'm here.
Right. As it relates to those vehicles, no tint on the back glass or the front windscreen of those vehicles.
Okay.
The only exception is that for the coaster bus, you can have up to a 9 or a 10-inch visor on the windscreen. And for the Toyota Hiace, the same 6-inch as it relates to the car.
Okay.
The side glass coming up to the front, the first side glass at the back of the coaster and the Hiace, no tint. And this is because we want to have a clear inward view of the back seat of that public passenger vehicle. We are all aware sometimes of
what's going on in the back.
The nuances takes place there. The other side glass coming up to the where the driver is. There must be a 70% inward view going up to that here. For the driver door, no glass.
Okay.
And for the one across from the driver that front passenger, no glass.
Okay.
No tint. As also that of the conductor.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
You have made yourself quite clear, but since I have you upon the line, I can't really make you go and do ask with this.
Yes, because I run into a meeting shortly.
Yeah. What about these vehicles, these public transport, where a man are eating food in the thing and them don't throw the telephone box in the middle of the road? And police, they stop there and see them do it and them not say nothing about it. Is this somewhere you normally supposed to can do without police say anything to you, or there's some prosecution supposed to take place?
And I know that you have the answer for that question as you asked it, because it is a breach of the law for persons to just throw any form of litter on our road on our roadways. It is a breach of the law, and it further underscores, Sir Baruka, the whole aspect of the indiscipline that exists, that we have to be policing several different forms of indiscipline on our roadways. I was just saying to a colleague, I was just saying to a friend of mine quite recently, that if I don't place a policeman at certain intersection, when you get your green, you can't go. And it should not be so.
Yes.
Because in truth and in fact, the police will never be able to be everywhere.
Yes.
And so we expect that inner man, that moral thing that we grew up with, to play a critical role towards the law and order that we want in country.
But given the indisciplinary thing, there should be, to me personally, I say zero tolerance for anybody who drive and throw a styrofoam box out on the road. I think we should lock him up.
Fully agree with you, sir.
Yes,
fully agree with you.
So, well, we hope that, as you say, this will be an ongoing thing with the tint thing and, and the music in the bus them too.
Yeah, and you would have seen, as it relates to the music, you would have seen last week, if you were watching the news, you would have seen, what we had also do as it relates to a few vehicles, and this too will be ongoing.
Yes.
Because it is not only the equipment in the vehicle.
Yes.
It is the lyrical content that
of course.
Some of our people have to contend with.
In the bus.
Inside the bus.
Yes, I agree.
So it is not just the equipment, Sir Baruka.
Yes.
It is that, and I tell you, I really feel it for some of our children and even our elderly persons, especially our women, who has no to go into some of these vehicles just for the sake of getting to work.
Yes.
And so we remain unrelenting in this regard also, Sir Baruka, as we try to clean up the thing and to bring greater order in our society.
Well, I hope that when I call you again, I will be congratulating you and not going back over this thing again. I hope so.
Well, I tell you, in terms of what we have to do, we know it is not going to be something that will just a click of the finger and it is all solved.
Yes.
We know it's an ongoing effort, but I'm giving the assurance, right, that as an organization we remain steadfast in terms of bringing that sort of an order. The focus of the Transport Authority and the Island Traffic Authority is similar, and getting the critical support from other agencies is a good way of
getting it across.
For people to know, and getting the message across.
Okay,
and
sir.
For people to realize what we are about.
Yes. Okay, Mr. SSP Lewis. Sorry, Allen.
Yes, and Mr. Lewis is my good friend. So
sorry about that.
He's my good friend.
Yes, okay, sir. I will give thanks. Give thanks for
take care of that.
Yes. Yeah, that was SSP Calvin Allen, the new traffic division head, talking about those tint and those loud music in the bus where, as we say, we passed this way before and we hope say them stick to the guns. Okay, this is the stepping razor, the art of war. We're going to connect again to The Sports in Charge of IRFM now bring you a report from the Digicel Grand Prix series at the Usain Bolt University of the West Indies track. It brought to you courtesy of Digicel, from grassroots to greatness. Over to Wayne Brown on location. Yes, sir.
And welcome back to the Usain Bolt track for the corporate area development meet, and it's the third event of the Digicel Grand Prix series, which comprises of 5 events. And just to let you know, not much has changed in terms of the point standings, because after 10 finals so far, it's Kingston College still in the lead, and they have 130 points, and they are followed by Calabar on 67. In the girls, Jamaica College are third on 64, in the boys, rather, Jamaica College is the third on 64, with Wilmot on 43, and Excelsior, they run out the top 5 on 21 points. Over in the girls' event, after 11 finals, it's still Excelsior out in front with 89 points. Camperdown, they are second on 84, with the Queen's Schools third on 64, and rounding out the top 5 places are St. Andrew High, 31.5, and Immaculate, 30.5. And before we give you any more details in terms of the records being broken so far, just a quick talk to David, and marketing manager of Pure National Ice. Welcome to the microphones of IRFM, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me, and welcome to your listeners.
Yeah, man. Okay. So tell us about your company's involvement in track and field at this level.
Well, we're the newest and most modern ice manufacturing company in Jamaica. We've been around for about a year and a half, and we decided last year to come on board with what we call our ice bath therapy, or cold therapy zone, which we provided free of cost, full sponsorship to all athletes and schools participating in Digicel Grand Prix. We know a lot of schools can't afford ice bath therapy, and some do, but we wanted to have it that all could afford it, and it was available to all. And what we've been hearing from the coaches and the athletes is that, they're shaving off sometimes, and it's leveling the playing field. That's what I get a lot. We're leveling the playing field by assisting the athletes to recover their bones, their muscles, their tendons, to cool down quickly through hydrostatic pressure.
Yeah.
And especially for athletes that have multiple events, when they run the first one after the second one, it takes a toll on you. It's fatigue and lactic acid in the muscles. And what we have done is given them the opportunity to just get back cool, quick, and ready for your next race.
Definitely. Could we see this being shifted to other sports, maybe like a football?
Most definitely, because we're currently the sponsor of Jamaica Talawas, which is cricket.
Yes.
We're the sponsors of Jamaica Scorpions, cricket again. But we want to be, and we have been over the past year, partnering with netball and badminton and beach volleyball, etc., to share it with all sports disciplines, not just track and field, even though we love track and field to our hearts.
Definitely. So what are your thoughts on the Grand Prix series itself?
It's always electrifying being in the company of such esteemed sponsors such as Digicel, Grace, Gatorade, the whole 9 yards, BCIC, and this is erupting. The athletes are tearing up the track, we're getting new records. So you can see the future down the line from where we're sitting here today, and we're just glad to be a part of it, that we can provide ice bath therapy for everybody.
Yes, I think that's one of the more innovative sponsorship arrangements I've heard thus far, because as you can see, we are having amazing times, and definitely I don't think a lot of persons would have thought about having something like this. So I must say kudos. So what about your school? How are they looking?
Well, I'm a Campionite.
A Campionite? Oh, just like Andre Roper.
Yes, Andre earlier. But we're wishing all the best to all the schools, and hopefully Campion can bring home maybe 4 or 5 goals today. And thumbs up to everybody. But it's always a pleasure here being with the IRI team. You guys are trailblazers in your own right.
All right. Well, thank you very much, David, and good work.
Likewise. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. All right. Now for back on the track. In terms of events, one individual events, we had in the boys class 100-meter dash, we had Kenrick Jarrett of Camperdown. He won in 11.40 seconds. And in the girls equivalent, we have Rain Chong of Alpha. She won in 13.25. In the boys class 2, we have Akeem Smith of Kingston College winning in 11.50 seconds. Now, for the girls equivalent, we have Marika Butler of Mavis Bank. She won that race in 13.16 seconds. And in the boys 100 meters class 3, we have Corey Waite of Copine.
winning in 12.27 seconds. The girls' class 3 100-meter dash was won by Jelissa Herman of Immaculate in 13.02 seconds. And we had a number of records being broken in both at the meet level and in the Digicel Grand Prix. And earlier we elected to leave out a number of those records for time constraints. And there are some records to fall. We have series. We have Rochelle Lee Jones of Excelsior. She left 1.75 meters to take gold in the girls' class 1 high jump. And we have also in the class 1, Christopher Darby of Kingston College running 4 minutes, 0.11 seconds, a shot of the previous record of 4 minutes, 0.548 seconds. That was held by Delano Rochester of Kingston College. And also note in that boys' race, we have the second place finisher. He's Shane Buchanan of Kingston College. He went below the previous mark with his time of 4 minutes, 0.125 seconds. In class 2, we have Casey's Arimana Rogers. He set a new mark of 3 minutes, 59.59 seconds, while Deanna Henry of also of Kingston College, he completed the trifecta for Casey with a new record of 4 minutes to 25.48 seconds. And in terms of individual winners, we have Daniel Stolle won the girls' class 2 shot put with a throw of 13.84 meters. Shadeen Adams of Calabar, he won the boys in 43.96 seconds. And Nastasia Stacey of Camperdown won heat 2 of the girls' class 3 event in 2 minutes, 22.25 seconds. So, Muta, we have another report at 5:05. So, until then, when we should have much more information in terms of the point standings and any further updates in terms of records being broken. And by then, it should be more exciting because things are on the track right now. Things are shaping up because Kingston College and Calabar, they are trying to lay down a mark ahead of champs. And later, as I said, it should be much greater. So over to you, Muta. This is from the track.
Yeah, give thanks. That was a live report from the Digicel Grand Prix at the Usain Bolt track, UWI. It came to you courtesy of Digicel, from grassroots to greatness.
Mutabaruka and Courtney Mack, we're going to hand over to you. Some music news can continue. Muta, you're saying?
No, I asked you if Bolt still about the same clothes them about last night.
No, man, Muta, I'm changed, man.
They changed the cricketer clothes because them say all white and them look like cricketer.
Me wonder put him the kind of way because the jeans him wearing, you know, it ripped from top to bottom.
I said, you better see him one of your shots yesterday. You know.
But you hear what I said, oh, you say elephant man?
Yes.
You have to watch that, you never jump off of the boat, you know.
He did say that to us on the e-bus. He said,
oh, he say it to the last time I did for that ship with him, you know.
He said it.
The last time I did for that ship with him, I went out the people them. And the people them just get some water and throw up on the stage. That joke.
He did that yesterday. I really had to run for cover because he was really grabbing everybody and tossing them in the pool, and I could not afford that.
In the pool, him throw Jabba in the pool.
He threw everybody in the pool.
You couldn't get straight too quick.
All right, well, we give thanks.
Take it easy, Muta.
Yeah, man, Irie.
Respect, Muta.
Yeah.
Give thanks, Muta.
Yes. That was a live report on the Love and Harmony cruise.
Yes, good evening, Muta.
Good evening.
Yeah, what? Can't believe I get you the first time. This is a long time caller, first time, long time listener, first time listener, so I'm not listening live. So I just wanted to bring up a couple of things that I had on my mind for some years now, but I hope it's not disrupting the program.
I don't think you come that way, you know.
You know, kind of localized program. I mean, to me, it's a world-class level of journalism work that you guys do. You know, you focus on key issues. You know, you analyze the different things that's going on. And I like the way how you vet and research the subject and the subject matters. And you have an open dialogue about a lot of issues. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man, give thanks, Virgin.
Yeah. So the main thing that I want to point out to you is, or bring to the forefront is that I'm not sure how long that you intend to be on the airwaves, right? But I kind of get disconnected with the flow of the program when somebody else fills in for you because I'm not accustomed to the voice.
Okay.
So what I'd like to suggest is that, and again, it all depends on budget and stuff like that. But one of the things I think would be helpful for whenever you decide to leave the areas is that, like now, whenever you have travel coming up, if you can take some of the people who work with you to get the experience that you have amassed over the years, so that they can be able to not only voice.
I have to figure that out, because when I leave, there's a person here doing the program. I don't know if all I'm doing is listen to the program. I don't know if I can articulate to him how I articulate the program. He would have to just listen to the program, you know.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm saying that is because I think the level of articulation that you have, and the level of intellect that you have is based upon your experiences you've garnered over the years from traveling to different places.
Yes.
For example, like I'm from Trinidad, right?
Yeah, but I can't carry the person with me.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is that I think it would be a good development of an asset if the people who are around you, not everyone, but maybe, every time you travel, you take one or two people and, rotate it.
Take one or two people where?
On the trip that you go overseas, whenever you go overseas.
No, man, nothing can't work. So when me left here, it's not really the thing me go do, it's perform my poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I not have no space.
The whole point of them traveling overseas, right?
Yeah,
they'll be able to
Yeah, but who are going to pay them fare? Who are going to pay them fare?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I initially said, well, it depends on the budget. You know what I mean? It depends on the budget.
No, budget not there more than the promoter. Invite Mutabaruka to come do something. And Mutabaruka go do something. Me can't go tell them, say bring somebody, because I don't know what the person on the road with me would be learning. What would they be learning on the road? Is me, I do my poetry if you come home back.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying, right? I migrated from Trinidad to the U.S. since 95, right?
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot about Caribbean history and, worldwide history when I was in Trinidad. Yeah. But I never really get to understand the depths of how people operate, like anthropology, as you say.
Yeah.
I never really get to understand anthropology to that level, even like with Caribbean people. I grew up around different Caribbean people in Trinidad, but I never knew where they come from until I came here. And, I came to New York, and New York has pretty much like everyone from different places. It's only when I got to New York and I started on TV and from listening to music, but actually like listening deep into conversation about how people think, how they operate, how they behave. I never really got that until I got to New York.
Yeah, I understand you. But in my case, case, when I go foreign and when I stay here, it's two different Mutabaruka. I do the program from where I is to. Like for 2 years now, we're going to Africa. We take the program, we broadcast live from Africa. Now we see them have a map. We just see them connected to the boat up on the sea, and I say, maybe I can carry that equipment with me and broadcast a foreign from a hotel room. That is the science and technology, that is where there. So maybe I can talk to them about it to say, anytime I leave here, I can talk whether they're in Africa, in Asia, in Europe. I can broadcast the program still on a Wednesday and Thursday night. So that is the next thing. But to say, carry somebody with me, I don't know about that part then.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I understand the frustration, but people is always here doing the program. They always see what happening. But we have to move now, Bridget. We have to move. Give thanks.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks. Yes, I read. Give thanks for the time and the energy. Give thanks for all who contribute to the show today. Shamara, Young, Neil, Cuban, Shane Clark, Ratted. Give thanks to Vita. Vita, how you know, man? Me dey for me way, Me dey for me way here, sir. All right, now. So give thanks to Vita from me hungry.